Now, heading on into the 4th game, spawning in the bottom, in the red, the player for Kingz taking down 2 players. It is Bomber. And in the north, in the blue, his opponent, his next opponent, a Terran this time. Will he be able to take him down? For LeipZig eSports, it is Thor. Bonnie Research this time. So what do you think?
Definitely an interesting map for TVT. You know, you can drop to the left, you can drop to the right, you can drop to the natural, and just, you know, a lot of multi-opponent attacks. But I think what it's going to be about is who's going to go for the early aggression, who's going to get the damage done in the early game first.
Absolutely, it's all about the early game in this matchup, and in almost all mirror matchups, it's all about the early game. Who can get the damage done first, and who can get the economic advantage first. And looks like both players... Oh wow, he's going to go for the gas first, is Bomber, so I guess he is going to go for that quicker factory opening. Probably Banshee. I mean, how many times have you played versus Bomber? Do you actually know what he likes to do in this matchup?
I know he likes to go Banshee. He likes to get that the quick Banshee, get the damage out early, and then follow it up with a tank push. Oh. So yeah, I would definitely say, I don't see him playing defensive here. I see definitely a Banshee.
Yeah, and Thor he's not taking any guesses. Is he going to go for that double barracks style? I've seen this a couple of times where Marines, he just goes for, not Thor in particular, but Terrans just go for, oh no, he is going to get that gas down. Couple of barracks down.
It looks like he's just sending the SCV to scout out. Just make sure nothing fishy's going on from Bomber.
Yeah, but he did take that really late gas. So he's probably not going to be aggressive at all with this. He's probably just going to try and be as defensive as possible right now. He may go for later harass, but he's probably going to be very defensive early on just because of the opening that Bomber has chosen with that really early gas right now.
Yeah, that late gas to me signals that Thor is going to be playing the more passive. He's going to be throwing down a CC here shortly. He's going to be playing the defensive game for sure. So it's going to be, can Bomber get the damage done? And
he did get the scouting information to Thor, so he knows exactly what Bomber is doing right now. He should either assume it's going to be an early medevac, or he knows it's going to be starport, obviously. So he should be very defensive at this point in the game. We'll see if he can have enough units to actually defend Bomber's chosen aggression, which is probably going to be Banshee at this point. But he can't really make too many assumptions right now. Looks like a reactor is going to be started for Thor. He's going to start his command center as well. There we go.
Yeah, he should definitely have enough Marines to deal with it, but it's just a matter of, you know, is he going to opt for maybe a Raven here to try and defend? Is he going to put down missile turrets? Either way,
a Raven would
that
probably
defense is key.
Yeah, that Raven is not going to arrive on time. He's already got the starport already started. He's going to get that tech lab starting on the factory very soon. It's either going to be that or he's going to start... I mean, he can't really go into Hellions. He didn't start the reactor. There we go. The tech lab is going to start. And he is going to go for that. I mean, honestly, this could do so much damage right now to Thor. He's only going to have like 6 to 8 Marines. I really doubt that's going to be enough right now. Like, he's going to need to get missile turrets, absolutely. Maybe even bit of mines.
Looks like he has saved his energy, at least for a scan, so he knows that a Banshee is coming.
I mean, he has to make that assumption.
Maybe try for a Widow Mine combination with Marines hitting that Banshee, but that's a gamble in this matchup.
Absolutely a gamble. Widow Mines, like, defensively are almost always a gamble right now. It looks like, there we go. Like, Bomber's going to be the one having to make a mistake right now. It looks like,
yeah, he is. Thor is going to scan. He's going to see everything. He's going to see the tech lab researching, so he knows 100% it's going to be Banshee.
There we go. He is going to go for the Raven himself, so he's going to have a really nice and easy time defending this.
I just don't know if that Raven's going to be out in time.
It's probably not going to be out in time, but he didn't actually save any scans. He's got 0 scans right now. Natural's going to finish, and the main is going to have a scan in 10 seconds. So I guess he should have double scan available, plus the Raven. He might even go for Viking, honestly, at this point. It is his choice. We'll see what he goes for. There we go. The Raven's going to start. Double scan available. This Banshee shouldn't really do damage out of Bomber. And right now, Bomber, he has absolutely no scouting information. He didn't scout any of the maps at all. So, I mean, this could do a lot of damage for him. This could do 0 damage for him. And looks like right now, it's probably not going to do any damage, honestly. This Banshee, it has a lot of work to do.
Looks like that Raven is going to come out at just the right time.
Wow, that Raven
really needs to get in there and start doing something.
Yeah, that Raven timing, holy crap. He's going to pop in, but I mean, wow, he's actually not going to be able to force out anything with this Banshee at all. Like, he can easily go into Viking after this, and what does Bomber do? He's already taking so much damage on that one Banshee. Not the game Bomber was
man,
looking for.
Yeah, that is unfortunate in this matchup. Seeing that second CC, your heart just drops. And if he loses this Banshee, 2 health, so close.
He went for double command center behind
Raven
us.
could throw down a turret, but no.
Triple command center for Bomber. He's just like, okay, I played aggressive. I went gas first. YOLO swag it. Throws down 2 command centers. It's like, whatever, man.
In this situation, I really like it. I feel like he almost has to do that because his Banshee just did absolutely nothing.
He went for the most aggressive opening possible, and he did absolutely no damage with that. So this is just, he's just put himself so far behind right now. He does have the, he somehow has the worker count still in his favor, slightly, but that's gonna start changing very soon. Well, I guess Bomber's gonna have his natural landing as well. So he's actually not that far behind, surprisingly. That is very
as soon as that third CC kicks in, he gets those 3 orbitals. He's got 3 SCVs at a time. Stim has already started for Bomber as well, which everything tech-wise is going to be well ahead for Bomber.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't take any damage from, it looks like there's, well, he might do, if Thor does an initial push, it's going to be harder to hold. But as long as he just sits back, Bomber's going to get well ahead in this game.
And Thor, he might try and throw down a 3rd command center. If he does that, then Bomber's well in the lead. He's already got his 3rd finish. He's going to have production kicking in very soon. He's going to start another barracks down. Like, he's just going to be so far ahead in terms of everything, just because the economy is just going to be out of control. Absolutely. That 3rd command center. Okay, there we go. Another scan comes down from Thor, though. So he knows exactly what's going on. The question right now is if he decides to go for a push or not. And this is a map you can absolutely siege your opponent on. If you look at this giant-ass cliff right there, oh god. Yeah, you can absolutely siege down your opponent with a couple of tanks. And Thor already has 2 tanks out. So we'll see if he decides to go for a push or not. He won't have combat shields.
Yeah, definitely really easy to contain in the main here. Really frustrating too if they get in range of your production, and then really it's just about breaking it. So we'll see if either player opts to do that, but it looks like both are just sitting back trying to power up and maybe start doing some fights.
Thor, he has to attack at some point, right? I mean, he just...
Absolutely.
He doesn't have a 3rd command, so he has to attack, but the tank count is just even. It's 3-3. All he's got is 12 more Marines than his opponent, and Bomber even has the Viking lead. His attack wouldn't even work. He doesn't have any air control. He's only got a single Viking. This is...
And we are going to see him push out here, and I just don't think that's going to be a good decision
this is
for
suicide.
him.
Those Marines don't even have combat shields. He's got... The only advantage right now that he has is 14 Marines. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing in this kind of... No, Bomber, no! No! Oh.
Yeah, this is definitely not a time for Bomber to move him out. I mean, he did see it. He knows that it's coming.
I guess he's
positioning defensively so he doesn't get sieged into his main.
So, I guess, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Never mind. Like, this is unbreakable right now. The only way he somehow breaks this is with a medevac dropping on top of the tanks, but that's not going to happen. He only has 1 medevac. Well, he has 2 medevacs right now.
Right, and he does at least have air control, so 5 tanks, handful of Marines should be able to hold this.
Yeah, those Vikings...
That Banshee would be really good defense as well.
He's even
just gonna walk right in.
Oh, God!
Get shredded!
Oh, dear God, rip Marine!
He's gonna immediately turn around and run back home, tail between his legs. Gonna get a free Viking as well. Nothing that Thor can do here. Almost gets that Raven too. That'd be a nice pick.
Oh man, if he could have actually Hunter Seeker missile those tanks right there. Could have gotten
definitely. Let's see if Thor maybe tries to do a pickup and go for the natural, but Bomber's already got turrets in position, so I don't think that'll work out too well. Thor just not in a good spot right now.
Yeah, and really nice Marine positioning out of Bomber right now. He'll see any medevac drops coming. Plus, he's already got a ton of turrets and battle mines in position. He is he is Fort Knox right now. He is unbreakable. There's no way that Thor's gonna make anything work at this point with a drop. That's not gonna happen.
Thor's definitely gonna try it. We got 2 medevacs loaded up right now. Let's see if
suicide or not. Yep, there we go.
Turns away. Really good defense here from the Bomber.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way he's actually going to break this. Not going to happen.
Scan, see the 3rd's already saturated. 3rd is only halfway done for Thor, so he has to do some damage, and he knows it. That's why he's going to siege here on the outside.
Oh, that's actually really smart out of Thor. This is the only way that he's actually going to get any damage done. So he is going to attempt.
Not enough for him right now.
Yeah, absolutely not enough. Those Marines. They need back off right now. Those tanks are getting dangerously close to the army of Thor right now. He needs to back off. He needs to back the hell off right now. He needs to pick up those Thors and run. Those tanks and run. Thor is just gonna... Oh no, he's gonna lose all of his
Bomber
army.
can just move into this army, just take his attack into it. He's got air superiority, so completely gonna get cleaned up by Bomber. And Thor is now miles behind.
What does he have going
He's
for
gonna
him?
lose the Banshee.
I mean, he doesn't have the army right now. He doesn't have the production. He doesn't have the third base. He doesn't have the economy. Does he have the upgrades? 1-1 for both players. That's even. Like, he has nothing going for him right now. If Bomber decides to push out in the next few minutes, this is just going to be absolutely steamrolling in his favor. I mean, he's got such a healthy tank count right now. Look at that. 7 tanks to 3. Oh, God.
Really nice position for Bomber. I'd like to see a little bit more production thrown down just to secure the fact that he has this additional income. Fully saturated.
He should get a couple of barracks right now. He's still sitting on that measly 5 against the 4.
Yeah, he's got all that money in the bank. Just throw down 5 barracks or so.
Yeah, absolutely. You should even throw down 4th base. Throw down 2-3 command centers, honestly. Why the hell not? You want those meals anyways. Get rid of those.
Gotta spend that money, man.
Yep. Oh, he's got so much money right now. Oh, God. Why is he? You really want to be on at least 8 barracks right now. I can't believe he's still on 5. Still not adding in anything else.
As long as he doesn't attack into a siege tank line, he should be alright.
He should be maxed right now. He's sitting on so much money. Oh, dear God. There we go. Factory. And a couple of barracks are going to start. Finally, there we go. He's going to spend that money. Double command center. Yep. And now he should be absolutely fine, honestly. He's just securing the win. Right now, he could have actually thrown the game away if he actually ran into that. He wouldn't have had enough production to actually make his army back at home. Another Viking picked off.
He's just going to pick here with the Vikings and the air superiority. Thor really needs to challenge that, otherwise it's going to cause problems with the engagement, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially if he mixes in a single Banshee. Oh, God, those can pick off those tanks very easily, and the Marines can't really defend those. You really need the Viking count. Looks like there we go, siege tanks leapfrogging forward slowly. Or just keep scanning that army, making sure still in position right there.
Kind of an awkward position here for Bomber, just shown in the middle of the map. This really isn't going to accomplish too much for him, but he is going to throw out a couple of
Hunter Seeker missiles.
Hot pickup, and he does.
Yep, there we go, hot pickup.
Good pickup there by Thor.
Really nice pickup, very impressive. But he does have still only 4 tanks versus the 9 of Bomber. A single Viking does get picked off by that Marine right there. Hero Marine, I guess, It's all about the positioning right now. No drops, no counter aggression coming in from both players.
He's just gonna
go for it, and this should be absolutely crushing in Bomber's favor. That tank count is just too good. That's not gonna. Oh wow, a flank comes in.
It's pretty good, but the concave for Thor is
that flank
into a siege line is never a good idea.
Absolutely crushed right there. That was almost a donut. That was a sandwich. That was almost a 360 sandwich right there. But the next army for Bomber is coming, and that's almost as good as the leftovers for Thor. Those are not good enough. Bomber, he needs to siege up. Bomber, you need to siege up. Okay, he's just gonna take the engagement, and yeah, that's just gonna get steamrolled right now. Thor just absolutely cannot take that engagement, and all the tanks get picked off. What does he have back at home? He's got a single tank right now in his name. He's got 4th command center starting. Bomber's already got 2 more command centers. Landing is 4. He's got more production kicking in. It's just, he's got so much money in the bank.
You know, it is definitely good for Bomber, but that engagement
it was absolutely abysmal.
Good.
Absolutely abysmal. Like, I think he was just like, I'm just gonna go in and try and do as much damage as possible. I've already got this game in the bag. And he took a really premature engagement, but that still was pretty. It was okay for him because right now he still has the tank lead.
Definitely still okay. Still got the tank lead. Still got the Marine Marauder. Oh, he's got a couple Marauders anyway. Marine count 3 threes is gonna be. He's got a 3 attacks starting on the way. Yeah, really just as long as he doesn't take another bad engagement and Thor marches across the map to win, Bomber should be able to take the victory here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like there we go. Tanks not sieged for either player. Bomber's tanks not sieging at all. One gets picked off. His tanks finally siege up, but he did lose a tank for that. Oh, these Marines. Oh, no.
Oh, these Marines.
It's like, I wonder what's over here. Okay, the 4th command center has landed for Bomber, so he can start muling that away. Yorick has quite a lot of mules available to him. If he starts getting even more production down, and yep, there it is. Double
starports coming down.
Damn, is he gonna switch into the formidable Raven Viking?
You know what? Actually, I think it's gonna be battle cruisers.
Oh no, come on. Be serious.
Really strong in this matchup. He can switch up to battle cruisers and It's with Marine tank support, it's extremely hard to break.
We'll see if he does go for that. I still think it's going to be Viking Raven. We'll see.
I think in this case it's completely unnecessary. It's more
yeah,
of a
it is
action to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like making ultras in TVZ. You don't have to. If you want to, sure, go ahead. If you want to throw the game back into your opponent's favor, make those ultras.
And I like Bomber also continuing to upgrade his siege weapons.
Oh
he's
wow,
got 2 attack coming on the way for the tanks, so that's just going to make the tanks that much more potent in an engagement.
On top of that, he still has all of these tanks right now containing the 4th. He can't actually expand Thor's. He's just going to have to stay back right now. Really a game of chess these guys playing with their army positioning. It looks like Thor, he's going to lose the small force on the right-hand side. And he's going to try and take the gold base right now. Extremely risky for Thor. No, he's actually going to move in. And no, that's not enough for Bomber.
Quite paying attention. That's plenty for
yeah, that is absolutely way in favor of Thor.
And it's little
save the medevacs. Oh no, he's going to lose all of the medevacs as well. And is this how
he's out of there? What is he doing? There we go.
He's really not playing very well right now. He's still on so much money. Look at that. 4K minerals, 1K gas. Yeah.
Into the siege line. That was good for Bomber.
That was absolutely amazing for Bomber. Walking straight into 4 siege tanks right there. Couple of kills already.
Ravens are going to be the choice here.
Yep, there we go. Ravens are going to be what he's going to produce. 6 starports already down. How many barracks does he have? Is his production good enough is the question right now. Where are the barracks, damn it?
Looking like 8 barracks for Bomber.
Yep.
And only 6 for Thor.
Look, it looks like on the right-hand side an engagement could happen. The tank's sieging up. Bomber, he needs to split. Bomber, no! Those splits aren't good enough. He's gonna lose this engagement. No! It's gonna be... Yeah, he is absolutely gonna lose this. And all of the tanks are gonna die for Bomber. What is his production like back at home? Does he have an army to be able to defend? The counterattack gonna hit him very soon. I don't know about this.
And all of a sudden, Thor is just in the lead now. Both Terran do have 3-3, so they're trading equally. He really needs to start focusing on that siege line.
Look at the resources lost tab. 2K, 2.7 or 2.7K, 2.6K. Like, this is not good for Bomber. This is absolutely abysmal. These last few engagements. Like, he's gotten some lucky engagements versus the counterattack of Thor, but besides that, he's just not doing well enough. Gonna lose a tank, but that's not... He needs to somehow break this contain on him. Like, there's already a 4th base for Thor. He's gonna be ahead in the income. Look at that income for Thor. It's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, he's got the gold base saturated. He's got another CC flying around. He's gonna be able to land that. Thor really crawled his way back into this game.
I think it was more the choice of going into the starports out of Bomber. He should have just stayed on the marine production. He had 4K minerals a couple of seconds ago. All of that's wiped out, and now he just doesn't have enough income to rebuild this army. He's gonna have one last army.
I agree.
He's gonna have
really
one last
stick
army.
With the marine medevac tank here, because those Ravens need a lot of gas income. He just does not have the basic to do it.
If he really wanted to go for
medevac, just a free medevac.
Yeah, that just got absolutely annihilated. Walk right into those Marines. Right now, this tank contain is just not gonna get broken. He's just got more than enough scans. Look at that, even more command centers on the way. 3 more command centers. There's no way Bomber breaks this and moves across the map somehow. He's just gonna have one army, and Thor is gonna keep killing this army over and over again. Like, look at the resources lost tab right now. It's just so bad for Bomber.
Yeah. Playing against Bomber, he does really well in the early game and the mid game, but going into the late game here is where he tends to struggle a little more if he's not able to kill his opponent. Just starts taking bad engagements, and we see that is the case right here.
Absolutely. He's just not going to win this at all. There we go.
Thor's
a huge flank going to come in. And oh god, the huge concave. But all of those Marines were stacked on the right-hand side and really ate a lot of tank shots. So Bomber is going to win this.
Good, but not good enough.
Absolutely not good enough. Like that, look at the resources lost tab. That just even things up. And Thor is on 5 bases right now. He's got 2 more command centers kicking in. He's got a lot of production right now. He's got 2 tanks on the way. It's just not looking good. And Bomber still hasn't taken that right-hand side base, the gold base. He needs to do that immediately if he really wants to come back into this.
I'd really like to see him lift up and do that.
He does have the tank lead,
though. It's all
though.
about this counterattack, man.
Yeah,
he can just stim in and crush that tank.
Yeah, it's just Bomber, come on, do it, stim in. Okay, he's actually gonna move the tanks, and they're extremely vulnerable right now. He's gonna pick off 2 tanks, but he doesn't have anything back at home. He's only got 2 tanks for himself. The bomber is gonna kill this command center. Oh no! The planetary is gonna finish, and it is gonna start annihilating these Marines. Doesn't get too many. Oh!
Are good on it.
Wow.
Full surround almost. A full surround there with the SCVs to repair that.
Yep. Group hug on that planetary. That planetary is not gonna fall. He's gonna do a lot of damage to those Marines. He's gonna have to siege that down if he wants a shot at taking that base. I think Bomber still has not realized the right-hand side base has been taken by Thor. He has no idea about that, which is what's really costing him this game. There's a planetary there as well, so it's gonna take some effort taking down that base.
Yeah, that's that gold base definitely saving Thor here, as it's allowing him to continually produce those Marines and keep him in this game.
I mean, look at the income. It's almost double. This is just insane. So Bomber, he has to take that gold. Okay, there we go. Finally gonna land that command center on the gold base with Bomber. A small counterattack force for Thor going straight to that gold, and he is gonna annihilate that base.
Yeah, really good idea here from Thor to do this. He knows that his opponent's probably gonna be taking that base.
And now finally Bomber scans the base on the right hand side. The gold base is scanned. Is he gonna, yeah, there we go. Immediately repositions his army. Is he gonna take down another base?
Oh, that's so many SCVs at the gold base for Bomber.
Yeah, that is a ludicrous amount of SCVs right now. Oh, that Thor.
They'll be able to repair it in time. No, Bomber might be able to save this. All of his forces converging on this. But the SCVs are going to get
Yeah, they're going to get absolutely annihilated. That's going to be the price he's going to have to pay. But he was already on a lot of SCVs. He's down to 50. That's not too bad right now. He doesn't really need that much more income than his opponent. Looks like he has scanned the army. He knows exactly where it is. Both players know where the armies are. And an engagement's gonna take place. Bomber's gonna back off.
Bomber could have just stepped in and killed that right there, but looks like he's gonna play a little bit more cautiously. As we're gonna see a stalemate again in the middle of the map.
Yeah,
here.
again. Oh, holy crap. And again, Thor is gonna set up a huge flank, so if Bomber moves in, he's just gonna get absolutely annihilated, even though he has a huge tank lead. Double the tank count of his opponent right now. Looks like Bomber is going to send a small attack force to the left-hand side. Probably not going to do much. Both players got some units right there. And both players know exactly where the armies are for their opponents. The problem is Bomber doesn't know where the whole army is. He can't really scan the entire army. Is he going to move back? No, don't move forward. Bomber's going to try and move forward right now and going to eat some tank shots. Okay, there we go. Bomber's gonna keep moving in, and there aren't enough tanks. He's only got 1 tank. Where are the tanks? And he's gonna try and move in, and the flank. Where's the flank? He doesn't have enough.
Too many Marines.
That
small force on the left-hand side is gonna get cleaned up by Bomber. As he's got plenty enough, he's gonna take out this gold base.
Where were his tanks? He's got 5 tanks. Where the hell are they? There are a couple of tanks on the left-hand side.
They're at the top there. They were not in position.
They were absolutely not in position. He needed to have them near the planetary, and right now, Bomber's gonna move in prime position to take down this final base. He's gonna attack both bases at the same time, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing for Thor to defend this with. He has no units in position. Absolutely nothing. Final planetary is gonna fall. And I think that's going to be game.
The gold base does go down. Supplies now. Bomber's maxed out, and Thor's just struggling to maintain his income here. Bomber's just going to stem in.
Yeah, he's going to take down the rest of the tanks. Like, the army on the left-hand side can clean this up now, and this is absolutely got to be a good game. He doesn't have any more income left. A really back-and-forth game. Bomber almost threw this game, honestly. It looked
almost.
Like
it was looking pretty dicey there for a second, but